Hello, and welcome to Daily Space for today, Wednesday, October 7th, 2020. I am your host, Annie Wilson. Most Mondays through Fridays, our team will be here putting science into your brain. Usually, Wednesdays are for Rocket Roundup, and this is the show that we would have aired last week. Let's get to it, shall we? First up, on September 27th at 3:23 UTC, China launched two environmental observation satellites on board a Long March 4 Bravo. 1 Cheen, 2 Alpha, and 2 Bravo were sent to orbit from Launch Complex 9 in Haiyuan Satellite Launch Center. According to CAST, HJ2 Alpha and HJ2 Bravo will provide 16-meter multispectral and 48-meter hyperspectral and infrared image data. Reminder, rocket launches are loud. You can see the takeoff. It always looks a little slow, but it's going really fast. There's some insulation panels falling off. That's normal. Go, Rocket, go! Go, Rocket, go! And we found the mission patch for this launch. The mission patch features the Long March 4 Bravo in the foreground with trees, water, and land, typical imagery found in other mission patches from satellites with similar missions, and the two satellites are shown in the background. All right, next up. On Monday, September 28th at 11:20 UTC, a Roscosmos Soyuz 2.1 Bravo was launched by Russian Aerospace Forces from site number 43 at Plezhtech Cosmodrome. On board were 3 Gonyet M communication satellites and 18 small satellites. Gonyets M27, M28, and M29 join the Gonyets D1M constellation, which supports international health organizations to meet their global communication needs for the transfer of medical data and records to remote health sites. The Gonyets M satellites share a common design with military Rodnik communication satellites and are used for store and dump operations where data is uploaded to the satellite, stored in its memory temporarily, and later downlinked to another user. The name Gonyets means messenger, which is very fitting for its mission. They have a planned lifetime of 5 to 7 years and weigh about 280 kilograms. That's 142-liter soda bottles, or about the same as a brown bear. It's a big satellite. The small sats that hitched a ride on the launch belonged to a variety of international customers and included 3 remote sensing small sats that belonged to a Finnish customer, and some technology demonstrations for customers in Canada and Germany. And we have launch video. It's gonna be loud. Go, 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 go. Real loud, but real good. All right, to wrap things up, here's a running tally of a few spaceflight statistics for the current year. There are currently 4 toilets in space. That's 2 on the ISS. Well, 3. We'll get to that. There's 2 on the ISS, 1 on the Soyuz dock to the ISS, and the 4th one is going to be installed on the International Space Station. But it's not installed yet, I think. We'll talk more about that next week. 2 toilets have burned up in the atmosphere so far this year. Humanity has put a whopping 915, at least, satellites into orbit. This number includes those launched from other in-orbit craft, such as the International Space Station. 887 satellites have been launched directly from rockets, and 653 of those satellites are Starlinks. There have been 79 total orbital launch attempts so far this year, including 9 failures. I keep track of orbital launches by where they launched from, also known as spaceport. Here's that breakdown: China 29, USA 26, Kazakhstan 6, French Guiana 4, Russia 4, New Zealand 4, Japan 3, Iran 2, Israel 1. Your random space fact for the week is in memory of our friend Paranor. On May 3rd, 1984, American astronomer Brian Skiff of Lowell-Anderson Mesa Station, Arizona, discovered a dark Aleuta asteroid from the outer region of the asteroid belt, approximately 29 meters in diameter. Its designation is 3325 TARDIS. And that rounds out our show for today. Thank you all so much for listening. I have been your host, Annie Wilson. Today's script was written and edited by Dave Bogard, Gordon Dewis, Ali Palfrey, and myself. Our web content will be produced by Beth Johnson. Our executive producer and fearless leader is Dr. Pamela Gay. The Daily Space is a product of the Planetary Science Institute, a 501c3 nonprofit dedicated to exploring our solar system and beyond. We are here thanks to the generous contributions of people just like you. The best way you can support us is through Patreon at patreon.com/CosmoQuestX. Like us? Please share us. You never know whose life you can change by adding a daily dose of science.